Hey guys! This video goes out to all the musicians, the voice actors, or all my creative people out there who just need a quiet space to record, to edit, to think, whatever you may need. So if you're curious how I made a recording studio in my basement, keep watching. So this is how I started out. This is like, I guess, a crawl space, but I don't have to crawl to get in here. It's in my basement. It's not like weathered. It's not fully finished. I did start by adding the carpet that you see on the wall here. I just hot glued it right on because it's all brick and cement. So here I imagined would be where I would do most of my recording. So I want to make this extra soundproof. So I'm starting out with these two foam boards, and basically I'm using these to give myself something to push pin into. So on the sides I have wood, so I'm just putting the echo absorbers on the walls with push pins here. But in the middle, all I had is cement and concrete, so I needed to use the foam boards because command strips aren't going to work on the material, the echo absorbers. They just like fall off, they just don't connect. So that's why I'm pinning them with the foam boards. It just makes it so much easier, and the foam boards are connected to the wall with command strips. And if you're curious about any detailed explanations about what I'm doing, I actually have another video of me making a studio in a smaller space, and you can follow that for a lot of in-depth explanations. But anyway, here I am. I've just finished the back part, and now I'm gonna add some to the bottom wall here. And I'm just doing the same exact process where I'm using cut up pieces of the foam board and just adding them where I need them, and then pinning the echo absorbers right into it. Just want to be clear that these guys are echo absorbers. They're not like soundproofing the room. This is just so I don't get a lot of reverb and echo when I'm recording. So it's going to help treat the room, but it's like you're still gonna hear things if there's a lot going on outside. So now I'm just adding one more section of echo absorbers on the back. So this is the wall directly opposite, and I'm just putting some echo absorbers there. Same method as before. So next, I'm starting with lights. I love LED lights. I put them everywhere. So obviously this is not a requirement, but I just wanted lights in this room. I felt like it would make it really cool, especially if I'm like video recording in here. It'll make a really nice backdrop. So anyway, we're starting off here with just kind of tracing out the room with the lights, so I'm not actually sticking them up yet. I would definitely suggest this. The lights I got are 100 feet. So there are 3 packs of lights in there, and they equal out to 100 feet. So they were enough for my room, but I had to just check out because I have a tendency to overshoot, and then I end up with like way too little lighting. And then I have to completely change my plans after I've already stuck things on the walls. So afterwards, I decided to go around and actually fill the entire perimeter. Here's the finished product, and here we have a surprise friend who's helping us up, and look how nicely he cleaned that mirror. Okay, so here we're just kind of playing out with the lights. They're fully up, and they react to the sound of our voices. So now we're just putting all the furniture in. So if you've seen my last video, you'll see like all of this furniture is repeat. I have a desk here, which was put backwards. Anyway, and you might have noticed there's a little hook on the side of that desk. That's just for me to hang my headphones, and I had to actually put LED lights around this desk as well. There we have a little office chair. Then we're just putting in my piano, so I'm using a Casio PX something. I need to look that up, and it'll be in the description. I don't remember exactly, but it's a full-length 88 key keyboard with touch sensitivity. It's really nice if you guys are looking for a keyboard, and I got it in red because I like fun colors. I would definitely suggest for anyone doing this that you should map out where you want everything, where you expect to be doing things, or even starting anything in this room. Got my little fold-up stool, and that's just a portable pedal for the piano. So next, those pillows are actually for another recording thing. It's good. It looks kind of like a bed, but it's not for sleeping. It's really just to make it look like really comfy and cozy in here. And if I want to end up recording behind me, if I need like a backdrop, I wanted like a cool funky looking space with pillows and stuff. Okay, so this is when we ran into a little bit of a problem. I ended up noticing that there was some mold in the room. Keep in mind, I mentioned this room is in the basement, and it's in an unfinished space. So when it would rain, the water would get in, and I guess it didn't breathe very well, or it didn't dry very well. Anyway, so there was some mold that ended up accumulating on the floors. We ended up taking everything out and like completely deep cleaning it. I actually looked up how to clean mold out of a space. I would definitely advise, if you're following anything, if your space is looking anything similar to mine, definitely check for mold right off the bat, so you don't have to take everything out afterwards, because it's really bad for you. Like you can't ignore it. All clean, and I promise that white part is not mold, it's just the way the floor looks. I even sprayed some bleach water on the sheet up here that's covering the unfinished roof. Alright, so this next part, we're getting into a cloud roof. Completely extra, completely not necessary. But for me, because as you can see, the way the like ceiling works in here, it's like all bumpy in that one corner. Like there's just no way to get it flat because of what's underneath. So in order to hide it, we're just putting a cloud roof. First layer is just lights. These are the extra lights I had from the LED strip. And then I'm gonna actually add in another set of lights just so it's full enough and we have enough color going through. These are battery operated, the LED are plugged in. Alright, so the next step is the filling. So you can buy polyfill on Amazon or online or whatever, but it's kind of expensive, like I'm not gonna lie. So instead of buying polyfill outright, I actually bought a bunch of pillows from Walmart for like $2 each or something like that, and then I just took the filling out of the pillows. I bought like 4 pillows. I used, I think, one or two. I have a bunch of pillows left over, and so basically I just took a ball of filling and then I would just hot glue it. Since I'm hot gluing onto a sheet, I don't mind using hot glue, but if you were using like your actual wall, some people suggest spray adhesive or like putting something in between, so you just, I guess you don't damage your ceiling. Up to you. And what you feel comfortable doing, but I just hot glued this directly on, and you can see the balls I used were kind of big at first, but you're definitely going to try and use something smaller, otherwise you may not be able to see the lights through them. Alright, so this next step, I'm just adding a bunch of posters here to the back of the wall, kind of cover up the wood and, you know, make things look a little prettier. These are all posters of bands that me and D-Flo like to listen to, or independent artists. So I actually printed these out at school, and then I just laminated them. I have a laminator at home. Since, like I said, this room is not weatherproof, so your posters will suffer if you don't do something. I have glue on there, and then I'm pinning them in the middle, in between them with push pins. I actually did it once with just tape, but they all fell off. So I'm using push pins to secure them. And here comes the final reveal.
What can I do when a million things are running through? Million things I can't undo. I just sleepwalk, I just sleep talk. That's all I got. What can I say with a million things I can't erase? Million people I can't save. I just sleepwalk, I just sleep talk. Don't wanna wake up.
It's just a bigger space and an upgrade for me, and I'm really happy about it, the way it came out. I think it looks awesome. So if this was helpful for anyone, just leave me a thumbs up down below. I hope I was able to help you with something. And if you'd like to see more videos like this or other things that I'm up to, just hit that subscribe button. And you can also check me out on Instagram. Everything is linked down in the description box. And pretty much have nothing else to tell you, so I hope to see you again. Thanks for watching. Bye.